Slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hey everybody, let me know if you can hear me. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? If you can hear me, let me know. I've been wanting to go over summer, and it has hit a part of me that I still haven't been able to shake since I was in Rogersville last year. Awesome. Oh, hey Shalima. Party Piece, Kim O, Arkansas, CA, Tasha T, Watcher of Crazy, eating the pizza. Awesome. Well, pardon Jack. He's drinking a lot lately. He's not feeling so good. So if he's gulping down his water, there's that. So how many in chat are familiar with Summer's case? Let's start with that. Simple yes or no. She was a 5-year-old girl missing off of 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville. And they said she just walked off. Doesn't make sense. This is my favorite picture of her. Hey, Sepsis. Good to see you, lovely. Oh, and Patchy. Oh, you're a cute little pupper. So I wanted to go over a few things that really mean a lot to me, and that is Summer's case. I typically only go live when there's something to report, unless I'm having like a fun live. I try not to keep digging and digging and digging for deep dives unless I find something out of my own personal deep dives. But these things that have come out this last week regarding summer has definitely gotten me. Well, good. You're 5 hours ahead of us, right? If I remember right. Well, let's start with Evil Exists. I love Evil Exists. They are a great channel. And I like the way they think and the way they make content. And they want to make it for somebody that's on the run that can get snips. Hey, Cut and Shoot, welcome in, love. Mrs. Peacock, welcome in. So, this is Summer Moon, Utah Wells. June 15th will be 2 years. All of a sudden, there's been reports that the jacket has been found at Kathy's house. The jacket that's in this video that was reportedly never to be seen, never to be found, but it happened to be in a box that Candace took to Kathy's. Let's take a look, y'all.
Massive search continues for 5-year-old Summer Wells, the focus of a statewide Tennessee Amber Alert.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says they're still searching.
Many of us have been here since Summer vanished from her home in Rogersville, Tennessee. We've been here, following the updates, which are very few, and hoping and praying for Summer's safe return. Unfortunately, nothing has changed. TBI still says the case is active and ongoing, and that's it. No.
And that's what gets me the most is there has been zero updates with TBI, Hawkins County, nothing. And this jacket, there's the picture of Rose Bly. That's right there. I believe that's Rose Bly. I'm almost positive of it. But they lived in squalor, and that's all they knew. Something does tell me that there will be more coming about when the kids do get placed into new homes. I agree. Yeah, I heard Kathy say she told TBI. But it's more of the fact of, I'm talking in regards to Candace and Don.
No updates anymore. No planned searches that I know of. It's like our hands are tied, and we just sit and wait. It's the most frustrating thing, as we approach the 2-year mark of Summer's disappearance.
Now, I wanted to go so bad this year again for Summer's Day. I am unable to take it off from work this year, but my heart will definitely be in there. And I would give anything to be there to support this little girl because she needs all of the warriors she can have in her back.
Summer's missing person poster states that she was last seen wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and possibly barefoot.
This is the video, if you're not familiar with it, of where they took the last video of her.
Infamous milk jug video is allegedly the last video taken of Summer before she vanished. Summer can be seen dressed in a tracksuit jacket and pants, with a pink t-shirt. That was supposed to be her outfit for her first day of school. Candace said when Summer vanished she was wearing that same outfit.
And what caught me is Dawn mentioned the other day, hey, Robbie's banana, Dale's been looking for you, love. So this issue, Dawn's always said that Candace has always kept a change of clothes. You're okay. He's okay to join in. He's a cutie pie. Okay, good. They always keep a set of clothes or bathing suit in Candace's truck. And this is supposedly the truck.
Except for the jacket. Summer was getting too hot, so she removed the jacket.
In the truck, and then she didn't have it on her when she got gone.
Right. She got too hot, so she took it off.
Oh, where is that jacket?
Which also makes me question, she got hot. It was too hot. Last year, when we were there, it was scalding hot. Like, I live next to the bay, and I get breeze. Up there, it's just stale heat.
I would think with the authorities. I mean, it was one of the last items of clothing she was wearing right before she vanished. Surely, it's an important item. Well, it's apparently not in the hands of the authorities. It is right here, in a memory box at Candace's.
I agree, Tasha. Hey, Sepsis Kills. I forgot what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you something.
His friend, Kathy's house. How it got there is a mystery. Did Candace take it there? Don claims that Kathy stole the box with the jacket in it. All this information comes from the channel known as Angels, which is linked in the description below. Please go take a look. Lots of new information about Summer's case there. The bottom line is, where is Summer? Why are the authorities taking so long to make arrests, or even name suspects? I find it unacceptable. Are they still at square one with this?
And again, when they say Summer's case bleeds out into the boys' case, this is where I think more will come to light once the boys get settled. Now, there was something else that caught my eye last night on Smiley's community post, and it really caught my attention. Let me pull it up really quick. Yeah, I agree. I have a feeling they think that wasn't the date and the timestamp. And if they, it just does not make sense. Now, June 11th, this is the outfit. And it's the same picture of when Don sent a picture to share, stating it was the last picture he posed with her. The clothes all match. Now, this is a picture of Summer in shoes. Because I even asked her about it. Okay, so this is when she reported it was the first time she ever saw her have shoes on. Oh, it was sent to Nana. Right. Now I'm trying to find, you know, it might be easier if I just go to my channel because I did share it. Okay. So the picture side by side. You see this right here? This is what got me. Is with her hair, This had to be close to the time that she got gone. That's her pajamas. Cut and shoot because they're held for review, love. I have some of them held for review. But this would make sense if it was the purple. And it almost looks like she has something on underneath it too. Exactly, Holly. They look identical. As soon as I saw this, I was like, holy cow, y'all. I saw this last night and my stomach hit. I have some of the stuff held for review pending on Trolls. Now, here's the other one that I don't know where that was found. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And I'm assuming somewhere close to Ben Hill. Not 100% positive. Let me take a quick look. Give me 1 second. I see you got an email. I don't know what that is for. Okay. Yeah, they are the identical pajamas. And that's what gets me is there has never been more answers than recently. And I think things are starting to explode and burst because it's like a little kettle. It's going to boil over. I'm wondering if it could have been like bleached by the sun. I don't know. I'm trying to get clarification on that. But we just got 2 years of what she ate, y'all. What she ate that day. Take a look at this. It's Evil Exists Again. But there was a whole conversation on this of what did she eat that day? What did she drink? What was the routine? Trying to go back every step. Didn't get an answer until, what was it, yesterday or the night before? Oh, you're good, Arkansas. I'll check it out in a little bit. If it's not to do with summer, let me know. But we just are now getting answers of one item that the only thing she ate that day. Make that make sense. A slushie, a hot dog at Sonic. That's it. That just does not sit well with me.
Candace and Don Wells are back on YouTube, and I guess we shouldn't be surprised. We knew it would just be a matter of time. Then they would be back on here, ranting and using profanity.
Yeah, I saw he dyed his hair too. And I just don't, I have no words for their actions. It's something that I could never foresee a kid being around. Granted, I was around a lot of men like Don Wells growing up because they were blood, but I'm just speechless.
Like Don does. Nothing new. Yet Tim Mullins still puts out posts on the Find Summer Facebook page about how YouTubers
And Mr. Tim Mullins, you try to be the puppet master. You try to get your finger in each little thing. Finding out, sepsis, if you could clarify, is Ben Hill up for sale? Because I heard it was. No, I didn't see it. She said she wanted to talk to me about something regarding this, but I wasn't able to see. Cracking cases have found some items near a pond and told LE about them. Then they were chased off with motorbikes, told them to not go near there, and bikers did spinouts. Not sure if LE got them. You know, that makes me think of BK's, remember the morning of Summer's vigil? Or was it the night before? It might have been the night before, where he was asking Tim about Luna cycles. For some reason, that has stuck with me, and those are known for being motorbikes. Dropped my headphone.
Constantly create drama.
Hold on. Hitting buttons over here on my headphone. But Tim Wallen, you're only showing your ass and being greedy. You're the publicity manager because you know it's the circus show. I also question your integrity of this land on Ben Hill because for the simple alias you go by, Jim Goad. And under the certain circumstances of Don acquiring this property, it could only go to a Goad, correct? I question that. And your sincere meddling in this case.
And boost views by mastering the negative side of life. I think Don and Candace fuel all the drama. If YouTube is such a problem, then they need to stay off it. Why the hell do they keep coming back? Enjoying the attention too much. Anyway, we always wanted to know more about the timeline, and about Summer, what really went down on the 15th.
And another thing on this is the people that worked at the stables said that they were there at the stables all day long. All day. That time does not match up with the time that she went missing, in my honest opinion.
June 2021. Something that was always in question is what did Summer eat that day? We heard about the slushie that Candace bought her, but what about food? In the past, Candace never said anything about what Summer ate that day, or more importantly,
all of my spirit boxes, I had to mention this, all of my spirit boxes sessions would bring up yucky. Yucky all the time. Thought I'd put it in there.
Importantly in this case, when she ate. Did she eat on the drive home? Or after they arrived home? Well, after almost 2 years, Candace finally revealed that Summer ate a hot dog.
You know, Sepsis Kill, I sometimes question if it was 3 cars. Because supposedly they had Don's work truck. They had the Suburban. And they had the other car. It just does not make sense. It's not adding up. It's like the horse got behind the carriage.
On the day she vanished. No more details, just that she ate a hot dog. Now, there's not.
And you know, any other parent out there missing their children, they will say every little single thing they did. Yeah, nothing adds up. Let me take a look. So Don said yes, Candace said no. I think they're selling it. It wouldn't surprise me because it's in Don's name. Candace really has no say and she doesn't pay the bills. They don't have it. They both had a hair follicle drug test. I think they were hoping it would mess with tests. That would make sense. Unfortunately, it does not mess with tests because they use other hair than your head. So if a parent would go in with a hair follicle test and they have seen something different about your face or your head, or in general, they get you from other locations than your head. So they're not too smart on that. And this is 7 children missing or taken out of their home altogether. That's just absurd.
Nothing wrong with eating a hot dog. My kids love hot dogs. But why did Candace take all this time to answer that simple question? When people
just shy of almost a month on the head for 2-year anniversary of her being gone. you forgot one hot dog that she ate. Something has always hit me that this has not happened on the 15th. My gut has always said this has happened before the 15th. The 15th just happened to be the play button. Even though there has been words or people said that she's been spotted. But yet they also had another kid dress and act and have their head identical with each other. I won't name their names out of respect because they are littles and they are in the state's care. But it's just absurd.
People were asking about it for months. I don't think them being on YouTube, running their mouths is doing them any good at all. It's just a matter of time before the truth comes out.
So Mrs. Peacock, who was twerking at the vigil? What vigil was that at? Because it wasn't at the vigil I went to. Just curious. Yeah, Gannon. No. When I stayed there, sepsis, I have been on that for a hot minute. I don't necessarily vocalize it, but I'm almost guaranteed it didn't happen on that day. Too many things that they said happened on that day happened within 10 days prior. Oh, the other one? Yeah, there was a lot of haters for both vigils. But now, this was my cabin looking over Ben Hill. That is Ben Hill on the far left right there. That second little dip in. On Beach Creek. Pretty much the only creator to stay on and in Beach Creek. Hey, X. Welcome in. So, this case really has me flustered because, there's a lot of parents, when you compare them, it's almost like a sore thumb. You can see exactly the do's and don'ts. Does that sound weird? And what I caught weird is Candace was on, hey, JD Jenny, thank you. One panel, sobbing her eyes out in Jinkies. And Don, when he blew up that same day at the same time on another. No, see, I'd be more I would be more entertained with the thought of if it was the cartel and owing the wrong people money than I would anything if it came to any type of abduction. Now, I do wonder if the other kids knew anything. See, this is the thing. I saw something that really put it into perspective. And I think it might have been Justice for All, frankly. Or was it Smiley's World? But it was like, it's not hard to hide something from other kids in the home, correct? So well, that's the only time they show up, unfortunately. They avoid, and that's another thing. Who puts their kids in the past Your child is missing. You be a voice for them. You stand up for them. And you keep advocating for them. The only thing that they're advocating is their own popularity, their own pocket. When it comes to Cash Apps, PayPals, Venmos, whatever it may be, right? They take their money, use and abuse it with the same old bad habits that we all know them for. They can't even keep their $30 a month child support payment for their boys. $30 a month. That's $10 a head. I believe Dawn did not reach out to him. And I think, honestly, Dale, once Jim said he was not going to, he sticks straight to the fact and might say some things that they might not want to hear. They pussyfooted away. They're known to do that. You know? So I think that intimidated them, because if Jim thinks Candace Cooley is bad, he hasn't seen nothing. He has not seen nothing until you see the wells. How many Candaces, Dons? I also found it funny that with Dudley Ajon being arrested for manufacturing and selling, how many SOs are involved? Yadenla, welcome in, love. I saw that. My prayers are up with Texas. I was following that all day yesterday. Hey, Adele. Hey, lovely. Dale got me in trouble. I was defending you. Just saying. Dale's fault. So let me move back to, I did pull up. Does anybody watch Kathy, the friend, on YouTube? I saw her live the other night. But, oh, it's a new one happening now. Let me go back to it. Oh, shit. Hold on. Brownsville. Oh, yeah. Another Daryl Brooks, it looks like. Let's take a look. Don't blame it on him. It was all you. Oh, agenda free. I love agenda free. Lookner is great. Thank you to Tennessee Dilf. He's got me hooked to Lookner. Lookner, breaking news. Breaking news. We've got breaking news. Hey, Tennille. Welcome in, love. Let me pull this up. All right. At least 7 killed after driver plows car into group in Texas. The driver of a Range Rover barreled into a crowd of migrants in Brownsville, Texas, an official said. It was unclear if the crash had been accidental or deliberate. The way that's worded, it sounds pretty deliberate to me. Oh, this is what you sent, Art? The damaged Range Rover that an official said plowed into a group of migrants. At least 7 people were killed in Brownsville, Texas on Sunday after the driver of a vehicle plowed into a crowd of migrants outside a center that serves homeless people, an official said. The official, Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. of Cameron County, said that the group was outside of Ozanam Center near a bus stop when a local Range Rover barreled down upon them around 8:30 a.m. local time. So that probably would have been central. It was unclear whether the driver had lost control or had intentionally run over the group, Judge Trevino said. He said the driver had been injured and taken to the hospital. At least 11 others have also been taken to hospitals. Their conditions were not immediately known. I'm biting my tongue. Judge Trevino said that the scene is very graphic based on the videos he had seen in the aftermath and the briefing he had received. They looked like they were very serious injuries, he said. It's a tragedy either way, but if it was intentional, it's worse. In a video posted on Facebook, the Brownsville Police Department said investigators were on the scene of a major accident. The police said roads were blocked and asked if drivers to find alternate routes to avoid the area. That's just sad. My prayers are with them. It's despicable how much hate people can carve up. My dad always taught me. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's true. A saying that he always said, shit always smells stronger and travels farther than honey. And that's the same with hate, gossip, drama. People flock to that, like the flies do the shit. It's just ultimately sad. It's really sad. Joy Perry, welcome in, love. You sent me the actual video. Let me move you back over there. I saw you emailing me, but I wasn't too sure which ones were which. Don't watch if you're squeamish one. No. I've just been tired. Arkansas, that brings back memories. It has nothing to do with me being squeamish. That's what happened in front of my face when I was about 5 or 6. So, oh no. I've just been tired. I need a good nap. Now, yeah, that happened right in front of me. My mom had a lawsuit against General Motors, who ultimately, the reason what made us come to Florida. They paid people to plow into the people that were striking. I was in my front yard playing. I already watched it. Because that accident of the white car plowing in to the people that were striking, supporting my mother, it still replays in my head like it was yesterday. Hate, judgment, evil, it won't get very far. The good always rises above. Sometimes yeah, it depends probably on what angle it was. But I remember going through that as a kid. And I was only 4, and it was right in my front yard. Oh, thank you, JD Jenny. And hold on one second. Sometimes that helps refocus it. So that's the ugliness that you have to rise above and be better than. I learned that. No? You can't hear me? Hello? It says it's working on this end. Ah, okay, Dale. I see how you're playing. Thank you, Robbie's banana. Y'all keep Dale in chat. Oh, yeah, he likes to watch in silent. Well, no, you're good. It definitely hits home. But the group that the car plunged in front of, it was a much bigger group than this. Hey, Sepsis, thank you. Yeah, Tasha T, I agree. So let's take a look at what Kathy has to say. I'm going to put, this is Kathy, the friend. I'm going to put it on. Hey, Tron, welcome in. Yeah, it's definitely a complex system, to say the least. Yeah. It always goes back on races. It's just the MO to hate. You're taught, ingrained, that type of hate for the most part. And it shouldn't be like that. Judging somebody by their race rather than who they are as a person, it just shows how hurt you are yourself.
Loaded. First thing I'm going to start with, be assured, rest assured, all law enforcement have been notified, contacted, and I'm not going to be responding or commenting or saying anything.
Yeah, Denla, I was afraid of that. She always does. All of her life, she wears a mask. She might not want to expose or show her face fully, you know. Sepsis, no. Might know.
As far as visits, conversations, or anything of that nature, I'm not going to comment on it at all. But rest assured, all law enforcement have been notified. So I'm just going to move on from that. That's the only comment I'm going to make.
So she does say, as Sepsis has said, hey, Jan, welcome in. Sugar Plum, hey, love. Uh-huh, 100%. I love that puppy.
Mike on that. Law enforcement have been notified of everything. But it sure seems like there's a whole lot of stuff that happens in a week. I guess that's what I get. Most of you know, once I get off of the live, I will try to come back and comment a few times. Other than that, I don't get on here and I don't check emails, which I need to get better on that. but I'm so sorry. I will try to do better with the emails. And as far as getting on here, it is just a shit show. Things get twisted around, and I'm just fixing to do what I have to do, I guess. Justin!
Now, I know from what I know of Kathy, she has been a true supporter to Candace through all of this. To the point of where I think, from looking on the outside, that it's finally worn its welcome and taking advantage of her good heart to that extent.
Hey. Oh, Imagine Peace, hello. Cindy C, hello. Sepsis Skills, hello. Parody Patty, hello. To myself. I'm not going to comment on it, so that's that.
Correct.
Hello, Marlena. Andrew, Yennefer, oh my gosh, y'all. Did Candace tell you what she did to Summer? Did she sail her? If Candace told me that she did something to Summer, she would be in prison, jail, whatever. Oh my God. I have had reasons for waiting till today. Some of you know what those reasons are. There's a couple people that will occasionally tell me what so-and-so said or so-and-so said. For the most part, I'm not going to address, the people that are gossiping or...
Yep. So it might be a health issue. Candace had Ernie and Benny fighting. Oh, yeah. No, because they wanted to get the information. They wanted to be clout chasing instead of actually advocating for them. There's a lot of things that I disagree and agree with. So I try to keep my opinions on that whole situation separate.
Thinking they know a whole bunch of stuff they don't know because they're doing it for views and clicks and attention and not Summer. So, hey, 120 acres. I do ignore them. I do. I guess we spoke about law enforcement. I am going to go back to the box issue, and from what I was told, I did not listen to it myself because I don't listen to most of.
As far as I know, yes. And somebody posted the death certificate recently. I want to say it was Nana's Angels, or I can't remember. I just saw it this morning too. That you asked that, Dale. Okay.
Well, any of this. Sometimes I should hear things for myself, but I don't. So if I understand it correctly, Candace is claiming she came by my house on Easter, and I did not answer the door that she came by to pick up this box. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. So she said she came by my house, correct? I want to make...
And I would recommend you sub up to Kathy the Friend, because she is starting to say a lot of things that she has held back on for so long.
Sure that I'm responding. Not many people do, Parody Patty. She let off for stealing the box. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to get to that in a second as well. Like, I don't know Daisy. Daisy is just at the beginning of the stages, just like I was. Daisy's going to have to find out for herself. With all these allergies and stuff going on, honey, Easter eggs with kids. So, answer. But she sure as hell didn't come by my house. And she has not asked for anything, nothing. So everybody is aware. She lived here when Dawn went to jail. She brought quite a few things.
And I can affirm on that. She was staying with Kathy. And unfortunately, it sounded like she did not treat Kathy's place as it was somebody else's. Instead, she treated it as if it was Ben Hill. Hey, sweet. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me, y'all.
Just this box. Other things as well. And I'm going to show some of those because Yes, she's forgetting about all this other stuff as well. It's rather convenient that she's just now asking.
Around the same time that she remembers the one hot dog that Summer ate, mind you. That still has me.
For this box in particular, because it was shown. How convenient that she's just now asking for that. But what about all the other stuff that you brought, Candace? What about all that? The pictures that was taped to the dashboard of your car have been on my refrigerator for months.
I think that was just a fluke, Dale. She just told Ernie what he wanted to hear. She plays the nice game.
Months. You hadn't asked about those pictures? You didn't grab them when you were here?
Because Chris McDonough thought he was too. And it's about time, Sepsis.
God forbid something happened to Addison. I would never get rid of anything, nothing. You throw her bike in the damn scrap metal pile. Oh, I'm not dealing with your shit. I'm not dealing with the lies. I
Thank
swear.
you, Steppers.
You need to stand up, Candace. I think you're lying to me and Don and everybody. You told Don that it was in the back of the Suburban. And that's awful. That's awful strange as well, because you bitched and raised hell about coming and getting his tools that were in the back of that Suburban. But you not once said anything about the box, a picture.
She's never mentioned this box this whole time. You think her conscience is starting to get to her? Because that's what I'm feeling.
All the other stuff that's in my shed. You grabbed his tools that day. You grabbed your fishing holes that day. And your pots and pans that day. But you didn't ask about anything else.
They also, what was it? How long was it, chat? Before they already put her in the rearview mirror. As they've already lost her. Who does that to your 5-year-old daughter? You never give up.
So, I'm going to speak directly to Dawn. Dawn, do you remember when you were in jail? And quite a few conversations that you and Candace had that she wanted a divorce. She wanted to leave. You convinced her you was going to change. She was, going to do better and all that stuff.
Nothing has
she brought
changed.
Stuff to my house. So, what is she telling you? What is she telling you?
She's playing both sides, like she always has, in my opinion. From observing, kind of from the inside out, what I've been privy to see and not publicly share. She's speaking out both sides of her mouth, as she always has.
She denying that she brought all the stuff over here? Because does this look familiar? This was made for Summer. And it's supposed to mean an awful, awful lot, isn't it? But it hasn't been mentioned one time. That's Summer's baby bag. So you brought all this stuff over here. You put it in my shed. You don't mention it.
Have a good day, Steph.
Ask about it. Nothing until now. That's fucked up. So don't be telling people you came by my house and knocked on and answered the door when I was here hunting Easter eggs with the family from out of town. You hadn't asked me ever, not one time.
I didn't see anyone taking in gay sloth after what was heard. Aw, thank you, Steffers. Thank you, lovely. What was heard, but Candace gets a boyfriend? Yeah, I definitely think. Oh, absolutely, Ava. Thank you for stopping in. Candace, she rides the horse until the horse is overbroken. And Kathy was that horse, someone she could take advantage of. And sometimes when you're naive to the people that take advantage of, when you live a very sheltered life and all you know is to love, be loved, and give love, it's very hard until you experience it for yourself. Or, like me, my mom always said my heart was my biggest fault. And I go against that because you still want to live your life pure and with best intentions. Thank you, Sepsis Kills. Thank you, lovely. And I just love little Patchy. Every time I see him, that's Patchy. He's a cutie pie. How's his ear doing, by the way? Their actions do not speak to the situation at hand, in my opinion. I don't know.
About any of this stuff. You ask someone just a few days ago if they would pick it up for you. You pick it up. I'll be glad to take everything to the sheriff's department. Sure will.
And it's not that far away. I was right out in front of that sheriff's department. Saying a prayer for Summer on her 1 year being gone. Kids like this give me a purpose. They don't have the people that are supposed to be in your corner. Instead, they get left behind. Someone's calling my daughter. Her phone's broken, so I can't even see who's calling. But it just does not make sense. And Kathy, please stay respectful. I don't want to bring sloth into this live, please.
I'm not going to keep your missing child stuff. I never said I would. But you never asked for it. So what am I supposed to do? Trash it? Hell no, I'm not going to trash it.
And it makes me think of Quentin Simon. You remember how everybody felt like his memorial should have been at the babysitters because it would have been cared for and loved for? It's kind of like these simple possessions being in Kathy's is the little sentiments that will be respected there. And I just think that. Okay.
Please stop mentioning law enforcement. Like I said, law enforcement, the visit, the conversation, anything that happened and was spoke about is going to stay between me and law enforcement. And Candace lied and used him for years, and she has kids with him. No surprise she lies and uses everyone else. That's not my opinion. That's fact. Well, Scott, hey.
She's always done it. Kathy, please drop it. In my opinion, I feel like it was an accident and they covered it up because the cops would see bruises on Summer. I think it was more than just bruises, but I agree.
Look, for almost 2 years now, I've learned a whole lot of lessons, a whole lot of lessons. And like I said in my last live, would it change the person I am? No, because I would still help people. I would probably still do the same thing again.
Thank you, Kathy. And see, I haven't even heard this all. I came in and because I finally found her channel, I was not able to comment, but I was listening in here and there between the twins. But I have a feeling she would do it all over the same way because that's what her heart leads her to do. It's genuine. It's pure. And there's not many that are like that around.
But would I do things different? Yeah.
You live and learn. You move on. And you look
Marlene,
for red flags. But you still don't take away
I can't say that for sure. I'm aware of
the guidance and love.
what they have and they have not done. And actions speak very clearly. Actions speak very clearly. Hey, Smiley. Whoopsie daisy. Someone said they was going to contact me. Well, they can contact. Like I said, I don't check emails very often. So if somebody contact me, I probably haven't seen it.
Also,
See something, say something. The first comment, I will agree with.
Almost, it makes me think of the two that were word on the street sold, tried to be showed for drugs.
The very first statement. So she didn't know how to be one. I'm gonna. Yes. You got to wonder why she never talks about that day, even to you. I wonder a lot. I wonder a lot of things. A whole lot of things now. Lots of things. I wonder now. And I still haven't talked to her since the day that I blocked her when she had something ugly to say about what Addison was doing. And
now, I also think that she is starting to see a habitual habit that Candace does. I believe that sepsis kills. I believe that 100%. But I think Kathy is starting to catch on to the roundabout same repetition that Candace uses and does. And is just getting drained internally of it. And this is for a baby's name and life, not just some game that they're playing and that they have been playing.
that's unforgivable. You supposedly love Addison so much, and you know how Addison feels about you, and you're gonna say something like that? The 3S, hello.
Starlink too.
Yes, and you would not come to the door. Right, I just I addressed that. And I showed a message that she sent me saying that she was in the area on Easter, and she called me but got no answer because she wanted to come by. So maybe that's what she meant, that she meant she called and got no answer, but she wasn't at my house because I was here with family hunting Easter eggs. I had family come from out of town. And she should have known that. What did she say? It's good to know both sides. Well, the sleuth fairy, hey, Amy. Good days and bad days, but thank you for asking. She said, knocked on your door and you didn't answer. Well, you're a liar. You're a liar. Jennifer, look at you and the 3S just sending all the love to each other. That's just so sweet. I do love, and Nana was not, she's not the only one that I have reached out to over the past almost couple years. There's other people that I've reached out to for advice, things that I've told them and was curious about, and they know who they are. And they've been, you know, they became overwhelming and I was questioning things. There's been several that have been right there. Nana contacted me.
I can testify to that.
Oh, the electric company is sending me confirmation that they know my power's out. Very interesting. Oh my God. Okay, so no, most people know that I live close to a main highway. Lots of people hit the poles and that kind of stuff quite often, transformers and all that stuff. So anyway, so I'm going to get back to where I was. Nana has had this picture of the box for 3 months. 3 months today, as a matter of fact. So I guess I have a question for her. Why? And she made a video with it for Summer's birthday. Why would you wait 3 months? That part I don't understand. And I guess, see, if I'm wrong, then I apologize. But when you did that video, swearing up and down, it was me and my voice on that phone call, and you didn't ask me about it. You didn't compare voices, nothing. You just said, "Oh, it's her, it's her, it's her. I know it's her." And I confronted you about that. You know, it's awful funny that now all of a sudden you say something about the box, but you had that picture for 3 months. So Nana contacted me quite a few months back, and I kind of snapped on her. I asked her what she wanted, and you know, I told her that I would speak to her. She could put the focus back on Summer and try to get facts only.
I think that too, Dale. I think she went through hell and beyond for Candace. And Candace doesn't give two shits, in my opinion. Just like she doesn't give two shits about any of the kids she's lost, put up for adoption, or aborted.
And she did. She was doing videos that, you know, was questioning things. And so I started speaking to her. And back to when if I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I'm wrong, or I screwed up, or I fucked up. Obviously.
Yadenla, please stop. Kathy said she stopped. You please stop too, please. This is about Summer. Thank you.
I fucked up and trusted her because nothing was nefarious. She asked me for pictures to do a video for Summer's birthday. I sent her quite a few pictures, including a picture of the box. I thought nothing about it because it was Candace was proud of that box. Candace was proud of that box. So I sent it to her. She put it in a video, and now all of a sudden it's into this. Wow. Why would you wait all this time? I don't understand. She was nice and respectful to me. I was nice and respectful to her. I guess she fooled me. I guess she fooled me. Or I trusted her and I shouldn't have. So that's my fault. That's my fault. I'm too trusting, I guess, and I shouldn't be. I don't suppose.
Hey, Christine, welcome in, love.
So that's how Lady and her crew were pushing the narrative. Convenient that all of a sudden now. And like I said, I'm not gonna keep her. This is her
Just
child. I would
checking,
never do
Lavinia.
that from anybody.
I just don't want
You
to go
haven't asked
back
for it,
and
you
forth.
invented
That's
it.
all.
I'm not gonna throw it away. And I mean, so that is how the box issue came up. You know, I thought Nana and I had a mutual respect for each other. I respected her, and I thought she respected me. It wasn't, like I said, I sent her multiple pictures to do Summer's birthday video, which was 3 months ago. I don't know if it's still up or not. I don't know. But she had that photo for 3 months. So, yeah.
And this is coming from somebody that didn't even attend to either vigils for Summer. Yeah, Dale. Good to know. Besides getting me in trouble. Summer has a special part.
And I will be glad to take all the stuff that's here that she brought to the sheriff's office. Sure will. I'm not going to Hawkins County. She can come to, well, she knows where my sheriff's office is. And I also have a serious question that probably everybody has thought about. Don dislikes PG so much. She lies so much. He hates her so much. She's always claiming so much shit. Yet he goes and talks to her all the time. Now, why? Why would...
Welcome, just a nobody. They jump around to whoever will enable them, in my opinion. And I think Kathy is starting to really see the light on this. Just my thoughts.
Would you do that? Well, number one, you know your wife don't like it. It hurts her feelings and pisses her off. Number two, that like try to get you to leave your wife. Okay. And I hate that Miss Christine was treated the way that she was. Yep. Candace begged Christine to ask you for the box back. See, that makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. A whole lot of things, actually. Anyway, Miss Christine, I've always respected you, and I hate that you were treated like you were with all that other stuff. And I don't know you, so I'm not going to talk about you. But I'm asking you to please get the facts. And I hate it for you. That's fucked up. So don't be telling people you came by my house and knocked and I didn't answer the door when I was here hunting Easter eggs with the family from out of town. You hadn't asked me ever, not one time, about any of this stuff. You asked someone just a few days ago if they would pick it up for you. You pick it up. I'll be glad to take everything to the sheriff's department. Sure will.
Now, what's your thoughts on that? What do you think about Kathy's story? What do you think about this whole new revelation of Summer eating a hot dog? Took a whole year to say she had one cold hot dog and a slushie, a purple one, if I remember right. It was either purple or blue. It does not make sense. It does not add up. This little girl needs justice. And keeping her face and her story out there, Jose said Candace wouldn't cook. They lived on goodies and frozen pizza. That is correct. They lived on pizza and American cheese melted on top, if I remember correctly. And they had only the little, like, single mini fridge for 4 kids, 2 adults, and whoever straggled along and stayed there. It just does not make sense. It doesn't. Yeah, I was in that dollar store. I got a shirt, went through there very slowly before I left town. Some of the last stops that she was spotted in. On my way back to the airport, I stopped by intentionally. Not to ask questions, not to purge, or what's the word that I'm looking for? Impose. I was there just to observe what I was feeling. I believe that Candace is shady as I get. So sometimes, I've always said this, and for some reason, I still stand firm to this, that Summer and Rose, their cases will be solved very close to each other. That's just my gut feeling. And we need to keep her information out there. If you have any way you can help with Summer's Day this June 15th, let me know. I can always reach out to Dolly Vision. I am working on some stuff to see if we can help assist, being that one of our subs lives there. I plan on going back. I really plan on going back. Summer just means too much. And from a little girl who got more love at church than in her own home, I hope she knows she has a whole army behind her that have never met her, but genuinely love her. The only thing getting me to me is people saying Kathy stole the box. PG keeps telling people, even though Don said he got it wrong. Kathy done a lot for Summer Kansas. Yeah, she has. From everything that I've heard, she's done more than anyone and stayed through it the longest. Hey, Dancing Queen, welcome in. I've always felt she is. I think they got the age wrong too. Yes, it was through family. He was a goad. And that was the requirement and the loophole. It was actually supposed to be Don's sisters, the one that I believe that just recently passed in Sharpie. And Don got it when he said he would take care of the mom. And that triggered him. Because He was there to take care of mother and stepfather. The agreement was that that house stay in a Goad name. And that's where I question Tim Mullen's motives. No, his mom lived there. His dad still lives out west. Did they know someone out there? What do you mean? I don't know where I'm at in that. They're kind of scattered all. You used to know some Goads. They're related to the Goads. All the Goads are related. I searched the genealogy of that whole damn town way back into the settling days. And almost everybody is related to each other if it's a prominent name. Now, who I do want to know is who Jack Morlock is. I gotta move my headphone again. I do want to know who Jack Morlock is. If you search any obituary or notice of funeral services, he is listed in every single one of them. Pretty popular, right? But you cannot find one picture of him. Google his name, check it out. He's ran almost every single funeral service in and out of that town. You'd assume there'd be one or two pictures of this person. I found family members. The Goads, the Morlocks, the Lights. There's a lot of heritage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Bernards. I've searched through all of them. There's a lot more Morlocks that are married to Lights. But when you look at everything in the marriage records, and it's all, hey, Dana Nicole, it's so good to see you, lovely. It is really intertwined. Our prayers are up for your dad and Luna, that sweet little girl. And it just needs to, I don't trust Tim. I don't trust Don. I don't trust Candace. Yeah, all the way back to the 1800s. So there's a lot of intertwining and connecting. I was in that a year ago of that rabbit hole of connecting all the families, the plots, the funeral. I could tell you. Aw, need to videotape that. That'd be cute. Jack's not feeling good. Jack's been sick. She's such a cutie. They all are related, married. Somehow they know of each other. Yeah. Well, it's all of the original settlement. Yeah. She came from closer to Oak Ridge, too. But yeah. There's when I talked to the locals, it was like, if you're from Hawkins County, they know that Ben Hill is not a good place. And when I listened to them, it really spoke volumes at the vigil. My angel will forever be a staple in my heart, in my mind, because that was Summer's angel. She loved her. And that brings you to, it makes, and I hear Steffers say this all the time. It's where you pick your family, right? Some of us do. We pick our family, not by blood, by who has been there. So say a little prayer. Keep her story out there. Keep her name out there, please. I'm going to be going over some more stuff regarding her. I've just been busy, super busy. And on my next live, I am going to go in a little depth. It probably won't be a super long live. But I am going to go in depth of why I chose guidance and when I originally did Guidance in Life with TLC. And on that note, I'll see you all in the next live. Much love. And put some prayers and purple hearts up for Summer if you could, please. Much love, y'all.